From the ghosts of traveling gypsies, these are the top 5 most haunting stories from Indiana. 5. Gypsy Hill. If you're driving in DeKalb County, just off of US 6, you may just be unlucky enough to hear the wails of the deceased. In Butler, Indiana, depending on who you ask, there's a place called either Gypsy Hill or the Land of Moses. Within this area is a cemetery near the old crematorium that once was used as a seasonal home to gypsies. But before we go on, like this video and subscribe to our channel for more creepy content. When they were in the town, the people of the area would avoid Gypsy Hill because of the gypsies and their reputation for being involved in the dark arts and illegal acts. According to one rumor, gypsies raped a farmer's daughter, and so in an act of retaliation, the farmer set out and murdered all of the gypsies, calling the cemetery home. Although the farmers thought their troubles were taken care of, the following 10 years proved anything of the sort. It's said the spirits of the gypsies returned, terrorized, and picked off the farmers one by one. Another way this story is told is that curious children would get too close to Gypsy Hill and would get taken and killed by the group of gypsies, and it is the spirit of the children haunting the hill. All that remains in that space today is an old shack and the remnants of life once lived there, and those angry spirits may still be roaming the woods today. So whether it's the spirits of the vengeful gypsies or the lost souls of innocent children, it's said that you can hear their wails to this day. 4. Laughing Jack told me to do it. Another month of crying out for help, she finally gave in to the demands of Laughing Jack. Due to the fact that she is being tried as a juvenile, her name is confidential, so she is known by JT. JT, from Elkhart, Indiana, claims that she was hearing voices and felt as though she had an alter ego months before the incident in November of 2015, where she set her family's apartment on fire and stabbed her stepmother Maria Torres at the demands of Laughing Jack. Not sure who Laughing Jack is? According to Urban Dictionary, Laughing Jack is a clown who tricks children into thinking that he is their happy-go-lucky imaginary friend, before cutting them up and replacing their innards with candy. Doctors have diagnosed JT as suffering with PTSD and DID, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. The most creepy part about the stabbing is that her father, Edwin, said that he found JT near the grandparents' front door. She was holding a knife and standing in an unusual posture. He looked into her eyes and just didn't recognize her. Edwin told JT they needed to leave, or they would all die in the fire. She told him to stay back and not come closer, speaking in a clownish tone of voice. Senior Judge John Sharpnack wrote as he summarized the case in the appeals court opinion, "I don't know about you, but that's one clown I never want to meet." Some fun facts about Fort Wayne, Indiana. For one thing, it's haunted by spooky lights. Drive along Brook Road at night and they'll pop up above the tree line, change colors and sizes, and chase your car for a while until they get bored and wander off. Fort Wayne also has a large number of Burmese restaurants, including one that serves great coconut noodle soup. These two facts are unrelated, but both are pretty interesting reasons to visit Fort Wayne. 3. Potato Creek. Indiana is home to one of America's most haunted state parks. With 327 acres of woodlands and fields, Potato Creek State Park is a great place to explore for someone trying to experience the paranormal. Although concrete historical evidence is harder to find as an explanation for why this location has so many paranormal activity, if you stroll around the lake and creeks here long enough, you may be able to hear the screams and cries of children. According to legend, there have been many drowning accidents from children while playing or swimming around the lakes. As sad as this story is, it is also a terrifying sensation to hear the cries of these poor children. And if you're in the area of South Bend, Indiana, there are sure to be many people to give you their creepy experiences from Potato Creek State Park. If that's not scary enough for you, swing by the beach area, where it's rumored you can hear a child crying out, "Mother, Mother." 2. The Witch of Devil's Hollow. If you're driving through Fort Wayne, Indiana, Devil's Hollow is one place that you are sure to want to avoid. On Cedar Canyon Road, you will see the charred remains of a house with a long chimney that is located on a deep hill in the woods. According to legend, this was once home to a woman who was a witch. When teens started using her land as a party place due to its remote location and lack of parental restrictions, she got tired of them invading her quiet life. So she decided to put a curse on them that slowly killed them. After the teens had discovered their curse, they barricaded the woman in her house and set it on fire, burning her alive in the process. The house stood partially intact for a while, but now all that remains is a chimney, and it's said from time to time you can still see smoke billowing out from it. There have also been police reports and arrests made from cults going up there and sacrificing goats and pigs, and various other satanic ceremonies occurring due to the history of this land. It is said that if you go up to her home around midnight, you can still feel her presence. And if you're unlucky, she apparently still shows up from time to time to chase off whoever comes to interrupt her peace and quiet. 1. 100 Steps Cemetery. Wondering how you're going to meet your demise? Located between Brazil, Indiana and Terre Haute, Indiana, you may be able to get the answer to this question. The 100 Steps Cemetery gets its name from the fact that, to reach the top, you must ascend up 100 steps to the peak of the cemetery. According to legend, the inquisitive must climb the steps, counting as they go, and when they arrive at step number 100 on the summit, you must turn around and look to the bottom of the pathway. The apparition of the first caretaker will appear to you, revealing the way that you will die via a vision. After the conclusion of the vision, you will return back down the steps, counting again as you go. If they count the same amount of steps, the vision was false. Although be wary, during your descent, if you leave the path or don't count the steps, a devilish hand will force the person to the ground, leaving a deep red handprint for several days. Make sure to stick around for more spooky stories and top haunting facts.